What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here. Boring video today. YouTube is frustrating. It's frustrating for me and many others. It also appears that Susan Wojcicki,
Susan Wojcicki.
good old Susan, she's out taking a smaller job at Google somewhere. Now, this is going to be kind of a state of the YouTube address, and I like to do these every so often.
Oh my goodness!
But I want to talk about my frustrations with YouTube right now, and then we can talk more about new CEO, Mr. Captain NFT, and we'll see what sort of blockchain projects he'll bring to this wonderful platform. So I recently posted a Hogwarts Legacy video, and that video in the first couple hours was 1 out of 10, probably had like 133,000 views in a couple hours. Pretty good. Pretty good. After that, it was hit with demonetization, and the reason why it was hit with demonetization will shock and astound you. Again, when videos get hit with demonetization, so it was 1 out of 10, it is now 5 out of 10, and other videos of mine have completely overtaken it. So ideally, it would have been somewhere around the Modern Warfare 2 review. So I basically got gypped out of 500,000, however many views. Reason being, I used a word that YouTube now considers to be hateful language, on par with the N-word hard R. This word was used in 2 videos that got demonetized.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out...
The word is bunt, but with a C. You know, like a baseball bunt. I'm even scared to reference the word because it was said once in 2 separate videos. In the news and reporting video, it was even cut off. Like I cut off the word before I even said the T. No, it doesn't, you dumb. On a positive note, now we can actually see where in the video the infraction occurred. If you go to this timestamp, you will find it is that exact word. Again, bunt with a C. A human reviewer rated your video as suitable for the limited ads. Limited ads is basically demonetized. Okay, let's not split the hairs. You earn pennies to the dollar when you get limited ads. So it's the same thing. Now, what this video violated apparently was the new policy, which is profanity used in the first 7 to 15 seconds or majority of the video. But clearly not the policy that I violated. Even if we go to the inappropriate language section, it's like I stopped swearing at the beginning of my videos. I feel like that's fair. Profanity refers to words like bitch, shit, asshole, dick, or the... Oh, okay. Well, I just shouldn't have said any of those. So pretty much everyone in Scotland, Ireland, the UK, Australia, pretty much all those European countries, you guys are not going to be able to say the word because the entire video will be demonetized if you do. I think that's just wild that YouTube in their, I don't know, search to make the platform even more kid-friendly, even though they already have a kids section on the app. Like why target swearing of all things? You know, I feel like there's so much worse on the platform. It's not even like racism or sexism. It's just the word bunt, but with a C. Like they put that on as bad as the N-word hard R. I just cannot, I can't wrap my mind around that. At least in terms of what can be monetized or not. I was like, why did these 2 videos get demonetized? And it was both because these timestamps lead to where I say the word bunt, but with a C. The funny thing about this video is I submitted a manual review, refreshed the page, and it said, nope, confirmed by manual review. This time, the manual review process was literally handled by a bot because it was instantaneous. So this leads me to believe that bunt with a C is it is off the table. I don't even know if you want to include that, like censoring it. That's probably risky. So just don't say it at all in your videos. Otherwise, you will be completely demonetized. Your video will, at least. I would honestly be fine with shit getting demonetized if the video if its momentum wasn't killed afterwards, right? Let's zoom in on the stats here. The first 4 hours this was posted, and then it was demonetized at around hour 2 or 3. And so when videos do really well in the first couple hours like that, they keep that momentum at least for a day or 2. It doesn't slow down like this fast, you know? And now it's getting 3,000 views an hour. It's still doing really good, but this video should have done a lot better. That's my point, is I would be fine with videos getting demonetized if they still went out to the people that they were supposed to, if they still got recommended as much. But of course it makes sense that they wouldn't do that because you make money. You don't make money off of promoting videos that you can't play limited ads on. And that's kind of the other thing. Like, it's not really the advertisers coming to YouTube and saying, we don't like bunt, we don't like hunt, we don't like grunt or blunt. We don't want any blunts at YouTube. I feel like this is YouTube coming up with words that YouTube doesn't like, that YouTube personally feels offended by. The thing that's really satisfying about YouTube for me is working really hard on something and then seeing the fruits of that labor. But when it's like you said one naughty word or you edited one naughty word into the video, then you don't get to see the fruits of that labor, or you see a very minimal version of that. That's what's frustrating about YouTube for me. The problem is that bunt, hunt, blunt, whichever word you prefer to rename it as, it's not listed in any of the like inappropriate language or hateful content. Like my video was flagged as hateful content because it had that word, but it doesn't list it in here. Like this is where my video fell under. This content will earn no ad revenue. Profanity used in the first 7 seconds. Some examples of content that also fall into this category. Any use of hateful language in this video. Okay, let's refer to hateful language. Content that incites hatred against, promotes discrimination, disparages, or humiliates an individual or group of people is not suitable for advertising. Like, I don't really see how calling someone a grunt once, grunt with a G, YouTube bot, grunt is the word I said. Okay, now you have to really fucking fuck. Oh shit, I keep swearing. Oh god, I have to police my mouth now. But now you have to be like so super careful with how you say words, because if you just like slightly mispronounce a word and it kind of sounds like hunt with a C, it's like, nope, the video's demonetized. And this type of thing is really stressful and anxiety inducing, because you're not really told like, hey, here are the words you cannot say. Okay, I'd be fine not saying these words, I'm fine not making money on these 2 videos, but the fact that like all momentum on them is killed and they're gonna be a shadow of what they always will be, that just sucks. I hope a policy change comes around for the language, because pardon my French, but this is complete and utter baloney. Now the thing is that there are persistent effects that come with demonetization. I don't know if this is true or completely made up or where I heard it from, but apparently the more demonetized videos you have and the less accurate your self-rating is, the less your channel and your videos get recommended overall. It's like, okay, you've been a bad boy, we're taking like 5% of your recommendations out. I don't know how it works, but that's the idea I've heard. So if there's this new policy that is retroactively demonetizing videos that used to be okay, that's going to affect the future of that person's channel. The other problem, YouTube used to be really good about sending you emails when your shit got demonetized. This is how I have notifications on. I have a Gmail notification symbol at the top. I check every single email I get. The video was demonetized 2 hours after it was posted. It was posted around like noon. They did not send me an email that the video got hit with limited ads until 2 a.m. 2 a.m. They waited 12 hours to email me. The only reason I found it is I was looking through like this page and I just happened to refresh it and this green symbol turned to yellow. And I was like, what the fuck? Why am I getting blindsided by that? Why couldn't I have received the email first? And the reason I bring up these demonetization issues and the profanity policy is because YouTube has a new CEO, and it remains to be seen if he's going to be capable of making decisions that are in the best interest of the platform and its creators. I feel like reversing this profanity policy is good for everyone, advertisers as well. Now, a lot of people were very happy that Susan is stepping down. A lot of people hated her. I personally never had anything against her, personally. I don't know what she did or didn't do, but the state of YouTube, I feel, did decline under her watch. YouTube has done a lot of really amazing things, but they've also done a lot of really stupid things. I'm not trying to pick a fight with YouTube necessarily or start a war, You know, I don't know if it's better to be replacing Susan with the guy who's like trying to turn YouTube into an NFT space. I'm not sure if two wrongs make a right here. Neil Mohan apparently has been pushing for YouTube to pursue NFTs, blockchain, and you know, all those scams and bullshit. YouTube to become more immersive like Web3 and the metaverse. This is pure speculation, but I mean, good God, I certainly hope not. Have you guys seen the metaverse? Holy shit. Holy crap balls. That looks awful. That looks awful. The metaverse is just the shittiest VR game you could come up with. But it costs like $50 billion to make somehow. Don't invest in that. There is no potential. Evade. Say again, evade. I think one thing Neil could do right off the bat that everyone would universally agree with is bring back dislikes. Let us see the thumbs down of videos instead of having to install extensions that only work half the time. Removing dislikes was ironically a move that everyone disliked. So if Neil decides to bring that back, it'll be an easy W for him. Instant good karma amongst YouTubers, content creators, and the greater YouTube community. I think YouTube has been overall pursuing a great direction as far as like cultivated content. Like shorts are great. Separating live streams into their own separate video tab and not having them all in just the video tab. You know, shit like that. Like monetizing shorts now. They're competing with TikTok and they're also competing with Twitch. So you've got your standard YouTube content has a home on the platform. You've got live streamers and live streams, and you've got shorts. So YouTube is in a pretty good place. The problem is still in monetization. Is still in like the bullshit monetization things. So perhaps Susan did a lot more good than people gave her credit for. I don't know. I know that she was aware of my situation back in June and July. I wouldn't celebrate too early if I were you, if you're celebrating Susan's departure, because we might get someone worse. It seems like a lot of big tech companies' CEOs have been stepping down as of late. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be the one telling them what to do with monetization because they made $29 billion in ad revenue last year. So what the fuck do I know? But it feels unfair to me. Feels unfair to me. But you know, changing the CEO of a company as massive as YouTube is going to cause a bit of a shakeup. I hope whatever is causing YouTube to pursue these weird policy changes, I hope something is done to reverse them and make the platform better. That's pretty much it. I guess we'll see what happens with YouTube and where Neil Mohan takes us in the future. Perhaps we'll have an NFT page. Remember the old discussion tab? Maybe we'll have one for NFTs. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be fantastic, Neil? I'm spitting ideas your way. Fantastic. I hope things get figured out with monetization. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to The Act Man for more awesome content. Thanks for watching this incredibly lazy, different, barely gaming related YouTube video. And feel free to support me on Patreon or subscribe to me on Twitch. Adios.